Welcome back to Forkcast Weekly. This is episode 1, 35 trending open source projects from this week on GitHub. Let's get into it. You want a coding agent that runs entirely in your terminal, but every option chains you to a different provider. DeepSeek-TUI gives you a blazing fast Rust-powered terminal interface connecting to 9 different backends, from DeepSeek v4 to Llama. It handles 1 million tokens of context, supports MCP protocol, has 3 operating modes, and ships LSP diagnostics for 5 languages. 1 terminal, every model, 0 walls. Your Claude code sessions are smart but isolated. No shared memory, no team of agents, no learning across conversations. Ruflo wraps Claude code in a full orchestration layer with over 100 specialized agents, swarm topologies from mesh to hierarchical, and a self-learning architecture that remembers every trajectory. Its vector database runs HNSW indexing with sub-millisecond retrieval. 6,000 commits and 32 plugins later, it's basically an AI operating system. You spend hours every week manually building financial models, drafting investment memos, and running KYC checks. Anthropic's financial services repo drops 10 specialized agents into your workflow: a pitch agent, a market researcher, a model builder, a valuation reviewer, even a KYC screener. 11 real-time data connectors from FactSet, Moody's, S&P Global, and PitchBook feed them live market data. It deploys inside Claude Code, Cowork, or Microsoft 365, Wall Street Rigor at AP speed. Your AI coding agent is smart but undisciplined. It skips specs, dodges tests, and takes shortcuts that would get a junior dev fired. Agent skills encodes 21 senior engineer workflows into structured /commands like /spec, /plan, and /test. Each skill has anti-rationalization tables that block agent excuses cold. It embeds Hiram's Law, the Beyoncé rule test pyramid, and Chesterton's fence, works across Claude Code, Cursor, Gemini CLI, and 5 other platforms. Senior-level guardrails for your AI pair programmer. A single AI model making trading decisions is like a firm with 1 analyst. You're missing the debate that catches blind spots. TradingAgents mirrors a real trading floor with 4 specialized teams: analysts tracking fundamentals, sentiment, and technicals, researchers running bullish versus bearish debates, a trader executing decisions, and risk management watching the portfolio. 8 LLM backends supported, from OpenAI to DeepSeek, with checkpoint resume via per-ticker CQ-Lite databases, a trading firm where every analyst is an LLM. You spend more time engineering features and tuning hyperparameters than actually getting insights from your tabular data. TabPFN is a transformer foundation model pre-trained on synthetic data that makes predictions on your tables in seconds. Oh, no feature engineering, no hyperparameter search, no pre-processing. It handles up to 50,000 rows natively and 10 million in enterprise mode. 6 classifier and 6 regressor checkpoints, published in Nature 2025, Tabular ML, fundamentally rewritten. You need deep financial research on a company, but you're staring down hours of reading filings and cross-referencing data sources. Dexter is an autonomous financial research agent. Give it a complex question, and it pulls institutional-grade financial statements, searches the web, and produces data-backed answers with full self-validation. It runs on 6 LLM providers, logs every step in JSONL, and can even reply on WhatsApp, a tireless financial analyst that works while you sleep. LLM inference crawls because every single token is generated one at a time, sequentially. Flash rewrites that bottleneck with block diffusion speculative decoding AU, generating 16 tokens in parallel instead of 1. It plugs into 4 inference backends, including SG-Lang, vLLM, and native MLX for Apple Silicon, and supports 16 model families from Gemma 4 to Qwen 3.5. Same output quality, dramatically faster generation. Your LLM just got a turbocharger. Your coding agent is brilliant at generating code, but completely blind to the web. It can't browse, can't test UIs, can't even see what a site looks like. Browser-based skills gives Claude Code 11 browser capabilities, including live web browsing, site debugging with CDP tracing, safe browsing with domain allow lists, and AI-powered adversarial UI testing. Remote sessions come with anti-bot stealth, CAPTCHA solving, and residential proxies. Your agent just got eyes. You need to find someone's online presence, but manually checking hundreds of sites is a needle-in-haystack nightmare. Maigret takes a single username and checks it against over 3,000 sites simultaneously, collecting profile data, cross-referencing discovered usernames recursively, and building a full dossier. It supports Tor and I2P hidden services, outputs in 8 formats from HTML to interactive D3 graphs, and even runs AI-powered analysis summaries, Sherlock Holmes in a Python package. You need to send a document for signature, but DocuSign pricing makes you wince every month. docuseal is the open-source alternative. 12 form field types, 14 signing languages, PDF and DOCX support, bulk send via CSV, and embedded signing SDKs for React, Vue, and Angular. Runs on SQLite, Postgres, or MySQL, stores files on S3 or Azure. DocuSign features at $0 a month. Your AI coding agent can write the code, but shipping a full-stack app needs a database, authentication, storage, compute, and hosting. And wiring those together is its own full-time job. InsForge bundles it all into one open-source backend platform your agent talks to programmatically. Postgres with PG vector embeddings, OAuth 2, S3-compatible storage, Dino-based edge functions, and an OpenAI-compatible model gateway. 37 releases. Ship full-stack apps with a prompt. Every time you use a deep research tool, your queries and data get sent to a cloud API you don't control. Local deep research runs entirely on your machine, hitting 95% on simple QA with a Qwen model on a single RTX 3090. It connects to over 10 search engines, including ARXIV and PubMed, indexes your private documents, and encrypts everything with SQL Cipher. Cloud-quality research with total privacy. You stare at your code editor for 8 hours a day, but it looks like every other default theme. Flat, harsh, and uninspired. Dark Islands transforms VS Code with a deep, near-black canvas, glass effect floating panels that simulate directional light, pill-shaped activity bars and scroll bars, and warm syntax highlighting tuned for JavaScript, Python, Go, and Rust. IBM Plex Mono in the editor, Fira code in the terminal. Your editor finally looks as premium as the code you write in it. You're paying $20 to $50 a month per AI provider, hitting rate limits mid-session, and watching unused quota expire. 9router connects your coding tools to over 40 providers through a single local proxy. Its built-in Rust compressor saves 20 to 40% on input tokens automatically, and a 3-tier fallback chain routes from paid to cheap to completely free. Providers at 60 cents per million tokens, others at $9 a month flat. Never hit a rate limit again. Creating short-form videos still means jumping between 5 different tools. Scripting, voiceover, visuals, editing, all manually stitched together. Pixelle-Video is a fully automated AI short video engine that takes an idea and produces a complete video end-to-end. From content generation through final render, the entire pipeline runs without human intervention. One prompt in, one video out. Your Playwright automation keeps getting flagged as a bot. Sophisticated detection systems fingerprint your browser in milliseconds. CloakBrowser is a stealth Chromium fork that passes every single bot detection test, all 30 out of 30. It patches fingerprints at the source level and works as a drop-in Playwright replacement. Same API, zero detection. Browser automation without the bot label. Most torrent clients are either bloated with ads, locked behind paywalls, or bundled with junk you never asked for. qBittorrent is the clean, open-source alternative, 14,000 commits deep, built-in C++ with qtoot and libtorrent raster bar. Cross-platform Unicode support, peer location resolution, GPG signed releases, version 5.2 just dropped. A torrent client that respects you. Every browser you use today, Chrome, Edge, Brave, Arc, Opera, they all run the same Chromium engine underneath. Google controls how the web renders. Ladybird is building a completely independent browser engine from scratch. Not Chromium, not Firefox, not WebKit. Custom rendering engine, custom JavaScript engine, custom WebAssembly runtime, sandboxed per-tab processes, 78,000 commits, a web that no single company defines. Every MCP tool call dumps raw data into your agent's context window. Playwright snapshots at 56 kilobytes, GitHub issues at 59. After 30 minutes, 40% of context is gone and compaction loses track of your files. Context mode sandboxes tool output, achieving 98% reduction. 315 kilobytes becomes 5.4, 11 language runtimes inside the sandbox, SQLite knowledge base with BM25 ranking, and 14 platform integrations. Your context window just got 10 times bigger. Long-running AI agents lose state, forget what they've done, and can't resume where they left off. cocoindex is an incremental engine purpose-built for long-horizon agents, AU. It persists state across sessions, recovers context after interruptions, and keeps agents coherent over extended workflows. Think of it as a transactional memory layer for autonomous agents, agents that never lose the plot. Building workflow automations in N8N means manually dragging and connecting nodes. Effective, but slow. N8N MCP lets your AI coding agent create those workflows programmatically. It exposes the full N platform as MCP tools that Claude Desktop, Claude Code, Windsurf, and Cursor can call directly. Describe the automation you want in plain English, and your agent builds it. Workflow automation at conversation speed. Your AI coding agent jumps straight to writing code with no spec, no plan, no review, just vibes and a prayer. AWS Labs built AI DLC workflows to fix exactly that adaptive steering rules that enforce a structured development lifecycle with gates between define, plan, build, and review stages. It's like embedding a tech lead inside every agent session, structured software delivery for the agent era. Traditional RAG requires you to chunk documents, compute embeddings, maintain a vector database, and re-index everything when data changes. PageIndex skips all of that It's a reasoning-based retrieval system with no vectors, no embeddings, no index maintenance. Documents go in, the LLM reasons over them directly. Vectorless RAG at 30,000 stars, retrieval without the vector tax. AI agents are brilliant at analysis but have no native trading platform. They can't register, share strategies, or execute trades in their own environment. AI Trader is the first agent-native trading platform. Agents publish strategies, operations, and discussion signals across stocks, crypto, forex, options, and futures. It includes polymarket paper trading with $100,000 in simulated capital, integrates with Binance and Interactive Brokers, and supports copy trading, a stock exchange where the traders are AI agents. Generic prompts like act as a developer produce generic output. Agency Agents is a roster of over 140 specialized AI personas across 12 business divisions: engineering, design, paid media, sales, marketing, product. Each agent comes with a defined personality, proven processes, and specific deliverables. They integrate with 11 tools, including Claude Code, Cursor, and Copilot, and one multi-agent example deploys 8 agents simultaneously. A complete AI agency at your fingertips. Your coding agent eats nearly 400 megabytes of RAM and takes over 3 seconds just to show its first frame. Jcode rewrites that in Rust. 28 megabytes of RAM, 14 milliseconds to first frame, and at 10 concurrent sessions it uses 28 times less memory than the competition. It packs a semantic vector graph for memory, a swarm system for multi-agent collaboration, and a custom mermaid renderer that's 1,800 times faster. The coding agent harness that runs on a potato. You want to build a cloud agent that works on repos asynchronously, but the infrastructure sandboxed VMs, workflow orchestration, Git integration is daunting. Vercel's Open Agents is a production template with over 900 commits that gives you a 3-layer architecture, web frontend, agent workflow engine, and sandboxed VMs. It auto-commits, creates pull requests via GitHub app, snapshots and Hibernate sandboxes, and wires up Postgres and Redis, clone and deploy in minutes. Your router ships with lockdown firmware that the vendor abandons after 2 years. No updates, no packages, no control. openwrt replaces it with a full Linux distribution that has nearly 69,000 commits and 43 releases behind it. A writable file system, a package manager with thousands of community ports, a web UI called LuCI, mesh networking, and a cross-compile toolchain included. Don't throw away perfectly good hardware, liberate it. You want to land a FANG engineering job, but you don't have a CS degree and have no idea where to start studying. Coding interview. University is a complete study plan covering roughly 75% of a CS curriculum. Algorithms, data structures, graphs, dynamic programming, operating systems, networking. The author studied 8 to 12 hours a day for months and got hired at Amazon. 1,200 flashcards, 16 translations, the CS degree you give yourself. Your AI agents today are one-shot tools. They complete a task, then vanish. No memory, no collaboration, no continuity. Lobehub treats agents as the fundamental unit of work with persistent identity, branching conversations, and multi-agent groups that collaborate in parallel. Over 500 agents in the marketplace, 10,000 skills, and a white box personal memory system. Agents that grow with you. AI framework docs tell you what the API does, but never show you how to actually build anything real. Awesome AI Apps is a curated collection of over 80 ready-to-run projects spanning 7 categories: starter agents, voice agents, MCP agents, memory agents, RAG applications, and advanced multi-agent systems. It covers Agno, Crew AI, LangGraph, AutoGen, LiveKit, and a dozen more frameworks. Finance apps, calendar agents, browser automation, PDF analysis, real code, zero fluff. Building AI agents from scratch is hard and most tutorials stop at basic API calls. Hello Agents is a 16-chapter hands-on course that takes you from transformer fundamentals all the way to agentic reinforcement learning with GRPO. It covers React, Plan and Solve, and reflection patterns, teaches MCP, A2A, and ANP protocols, and includes a capstone multi-agent project. 10 community-contributed bonus chapters in a self-developed open-source framework, 45,000 stars, the definitive agent textbook. Deep Packet Inspection blocks your access to Discord, YouTube, and Telegram and most bypass tools assume you're on Linux. Zapret Discord YouTube is a Windows-focused DPI bypass with 40 releases and 16 strategy files. It uses the WinDivert driver with assigned 64-bit kernel module, includes a service with auto start and game filter toggle, and ships diagnostic checkers. Windows native DPI bypass that just works. Dozens of free LLM APIs and trial credits exist, but nobody has cataloged them with actual rate limits. Free LLM-API resources is a meticulously maintained list of 26 providers, 13 permanently free and 13 with trial credits. Google AI Studio at 20 requests per day, Mistral at 1 billion free tokens per month, Cerebras at 14,000 requests per day. 50-plus model variants on Cloudflare Workers AI alone, free AI that's actually documented. That's all 35 projects featured in Forkcast Weekly #1. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel.